Good night, guys. Sorry for the late start, having some technical problems on my side. So we have to do things a little bit different tonight. I'm going to ask you to remember to keep your cameras off for privacy purposes. Make sure you have your pen and paper, and let's see how quickly we can go through these questions.
Yes, sir.
First question. TC, we
Yes, sir.
have, read this
2000,
question for me.
2069, 3758, and 626, sir.
What are we supposed to be doing with them?
Adding,
What's the
sir.
operation?
Addition.
Okay, so let's add. 6 and 8 would give us what?
14, sir.
And 14 and 9 would give us what?
23, sir.
Okay, so if it's 23, we're going to write what?
The 3 and carry the 2.
And carry 2. So let's use the 2 same time. So 2 and 6 would give us
8, sir.
8 and 5 would give us
Coming.
8 and 5.
13, sir.
13 and 2 would give us
15, sir.
So if it's 15, we're going to write 5 and carry 1. Let's go now. So 7 and 1 would give us
8, sir.
8. And 3 and 2 would give us
5, sir.
Okay. So what's my answer?
5,853, sir.
Okay. Tally your question now. We have 100 and what?
9.
And we need to put that in Roman numerals. Let us remember medical Xavier. What does the M stand for?
So the M stands for
Not hearing you.
So the M stands for 1,000.
Yes. And
The D is 500.
the D is 500. C?
So the C is 100.
100. The L?
50.
Okay. The X?
10.
10. The V?
5.
And the I would be what?
1.
Okay. All right, so let's go back now. We need to get 109. Let's break this down into parts. So what do we need to have?
So
We need to have the 100.
liquid.
And we need to have 9. What number represents the 100? What letter rather?
C.
Okay. So this would be C. What represents 9?
1A.
Okay, so that would be the IX. So this would be, put these together, and it should look something like this. And that should be what? 109. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's switch over a little bit. Let's look at this. I want you to look at this question for a minute, and then I ask you for your answer. Okay. Okay, are we done?
Yes, sir.
2,400, 2,432 in expanded form. That's just writing it out long. So what do I need to have?
2,000 plus 400 plus 30 plus 2.
Plus 400 plus
Plus
what?
30.
30.
Plus
2.
2.
plus 2. Okay, that's good. So 2,000 plus 400 plus 30 plus 2. Okay. Tally, your microphone connection is not so good, so bear that in mind. Let's look at this. It says, TC, your question.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, 9 into 45 goes. 9 into 45 goes 5 times, sir.
All right, hold on. Let's set up our frame. What goes where?
Sir, the 9 goes outside, which is the divisor.
Very good.
And the 4,500 goes inside, which is the dividend.
All right. So it's a 9 into the 45.
5 times, sir.
Okay. So what do we need to remember when we're doing this? That every dog must swim back.
Back.
Okay. What does the D mean again?
Divide.
And the M stands for what?
Multiply.
And the S for what?
Subtract.
And the B for what?
Bring down.
And the E is for what? Estimate. Okay, so we're going to take a guess. All right. So 5 times the 9 would give us what?
45, sir.
Okay, and what do we do now? After we divide, we are going to multiply. Then we do what?
Subtract.
45 from 45, we leave me with what?
0, sir.
Okay, what do I do with these two zeros that are there now?
Sir, bring them down, sir.
Yes, eventually we can bring them down. And if we went 9 into this, we would get what? 0. Bring
0.
down this 0. 9 into this 0. Or answer.
500.
What do we do to prove the answer now? If we want to check.
Multiply the quotient by the dividend, sir. No, sir?
Multiply the quotient
By the
by
dividend.
the dividend. All right, let's try that.
Sir, like the
500, and we're going to multiply the quotient by the divisor. So 9 times 0.
Sir, 0, sir.
9 times 0, 0 again. 9 fives would give us what?
45.
Okay. So are we okay with this one?
Yes, sir.
All right, great. Here we have a Tally. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
So 9 fives. Not hearing you.
Sir, are you talking to me?
Yes, yes. Go ahead. 9 fives or 5 nines.
45,
Write
45,
down. What are we going to put down?
45.
No, so we're not put down all of the 45.
Once I put down the 5, I'm doing the first step.
5 carry 4. 5 eighths
40,
and 4 would give us what?
44,
So 44. We're going to write what? 4 and carry 4. And
4,
5 times 0
0,
and 4.
4.
Okay.
4,
And 5 ones would give us what?
5,
5. Answer, please.
5,449.
Okay.
Oh, 47.
Let's look at this. Let's look at that problem. Ready?
Okay.
TC, what do I need to remember when I'm doing this?
Sir?
What do
Sir,
I need? Say again?
pem, no?
Tell me what I need to remember.
Sir, decimal point and the decimal point and
This is only digit.
numbers, placeholders. No.
We can fill in placeholders as we go. So this would be 1.03. We're going to have 0.4. Then we're going to add 12.012. Need placeholders? Need one here.
Yes, sir.
1, 2. All right. Let's see if we can add this. What do we get here? Let's identify the columns. This would be our ones column. Then this would be our what? 1/10 or hundredths and our thousands. Okay, so how many thousands do we have?
Sir, 2.
Okay. How many hundredths?
Sir, 4, sir.
4. How many tenths?
4, sir.
Okay.
Decimal.
Decimal point and the decimal point. How many ones?
3, sir.
3. And what's this column left over here now?
10, sir.
Okay, so this is our tens column. So how many tens we have?
1, sir.
Okay, so what is the answer?
13.442.
Okay, that's correct. Charlie, you're up. 0.5 expressed as a fraction.
Sir, 75 over 100.
75 over 100.
Okay, that's simply 75 over 100. We have 2 places of decimal here, so we need the 2 zeros there.
Yes, sir.
All right. TC yours.
Yes,
Answer that one for me.
so 12,000. Sir, 12,000. Sir, 12,000.
No, you tell me what to write.
Sir, the 1 and the 2,
Write 1 and 2,
comma,
comma,
8,
mm-hmm,
0,
mm-hmm,
4.
4. So let's see if we can label this up. Ones, then what?
Sir, tenths,
All right. Then
hundreds,
hundreds, Mm-hmm.
thousands,
And
10,000s.
this would be 10,000s. So, Tally, is this okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tally, your question. What is 25% of 800? In mathematics, what does of mean?
Times.
Not hearing
So,
you.
multiplication.
It means to multiply. So, what's 25%? How do we express that?
So, 25 over 25
Mm-hmm.
over 800 times 100.
Not correct. Let's go again. Let's express 25% first. What's 25%? As a fraction.
So, 25 as a fraction.
Yes. 25% as a common fraction, not in lowest terms, would be 25 over what? 100.
100.
Because remember that 25, that
That's
25% means what? 25 parts out of 100. Percent has to do with 100. So we're going to say multiply by what?
800.
800 over
1.
what do we do now?
So you can if you cross again, so you can multiply, cross multiply.
Okay. 100 into itself
One, two,
and 100 into 800.
so
8. Sir. 8, sir.
How many times? How many times?
8 times, sir.
Okay. So now let's go numerator by numerator. This would be what? 25 times 8 all over 1. What's 25 times 8? Say again?
Sir, 200, sir.
I'm not hearing Tally clearly. The answer is 200 over 1, and any number divided by 1 remains the same. So our answer is equal to 200. Clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on. Which can be divided by 3 without leaving a remainder? What's this question asking us to do? What rule or what do we need to know to answer this question? What topic?
Sir, sir, divisibility rules.
Okay, and it's divisibility by
3.
3. All right. So which one of these? You guys tell me which one.
Sir, come in, sir. Um,
All right, let's start with what's the rule for divisibility by 3?
sir, let me try, sir.
By 3.
If what?
Sir, this
If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. Tally, I wish you had a better microphone because I can hardly hear what you're saying. It's not very clear.
That the earphone can be the headphone.
I'm not hearing you. Go with that again.
So I don't think that the earphones can be plugged into the to the tablet and the layer of his eyes. And so I have to use a headphone.
Try it without the headphones and let me hear.
Is it better?
Much better.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's go with this again. So which one? Which one?
Sir,
Let's look at the sum of the digits. 3 and 6 would be what?
9, sir.
9 and 4. What's the sum of the digits here?
13.
This one? The sum of the digits is what?
13, sir.
13. Is 13 a multiple of 3?
No, sir.
So what about 2, 5, 6, and 1?
14, sir.
Okay, so is 14 a multiple of 3?
No, sir.
Okay, or divisible by 3. What about 1, 2, 3, and 4?
10, sir.
10. Okay. Is this a possible
sir.
to divide? Oh, okay, all right. So what about 7 and 3 and 2?
Yes, sir. 12.
Oh, so
Yes,
this
sir,
is 12. So which one is divisible?
Sir, 2037.
2037. So what is this question testing again? If we understand our what? Divisibility rules. Okay. Let's look at this subtraction question. This is a what type of question? Decimal. Okay, decimal subtraction. So we have 30 and we need to take from that 14.25. So 30 minus 14.25. What do I need to do now?
So you can put your placeholders.
Decimal point and placeholders. I'm gonna take 1 from where?
From
Sir,
3.
From the 30, leaving with 29.
Yes,
The one there, take 1 from that, leaving with 9, till we finally get it where we want it to be. 5 from 10. 5 from 10 will be
5.
why? Because 5 and 5 is
10.
okay. 2 from 9 will be what?
7, sir.
7, because 7 and 2 is
9
decimal point on the decimal
point.
So we have 9 and we're going to take out 4, leaving us with what?
5, sir.
Okay, because 5 and 4 makes
9.
okay, and we have 2 and we take out 1. What do we have left?
1, sir.
So my answer should be what?
15.75.
15.75. So 30 minus 14 and 14.25 or 14 and a quarter should leave me with 15.75 or 15 and 3/4. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Another easy one here. This is what type of question is this? Show 9 in the tens place.
Sir, place value.
Place value. What do we know about place value? We need to know the what?
Face value.
We need to know the place value. And we also need to know the what?
True value.
All right. So this time around, they're just asking us for the what? Place value. So let's label up. The first digit here would be what? The 3 would be in the what column?
1 column.
They can also call it what?
Units.
Good. And this would be the next column up would be the what?
Tens column.
And the column to the right of that would be the what?
Hundreds column.
And the column to the right of that would be
Thousands column.
all right, very good. So let's go now. So we just need to look for 9 in the tens place. So here is tens place. This is not 9. This is not 9. This is not 9. Here we have the 9. So number is 6,309 what? 94. 4. So my answer, if this was A, B, C, and D, my answer would be what?
C, sir.
My answer would be C.
C.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
What is face value though?
The
Not here at all.
Sir, the number itself.
The number itself. When we call the number by its name. And
Yes,
place value is?
Sir, it's like thousands and hundreds place, sir.
Yes, the place in the number that digit has. And true value.
Yes.
When we do what? Multiply the face value by the place value, we get the what?
True value.
True value.
For example, here 9. This 9, the face value is what? 9. The place value is what? Tens. And we multiply 9 times 10 and we get what? The true value of what? 90. Okay, that's why we say what? 6,000. Let me carry this over some more. 6,394. All right.
Yes, sir.
Moving along. 45 expressed as a decimal.
Sir, 0.45.
0.45. So we could convert this 45 to what? 45 over 100 and then 0.45. That's okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's look at this one. It says show the prime factors of 84. So we need to use some factorization here. So help me out with this one. What do I need to say now?
Sir, use the smallest prime factor.
Which is what?
2, sir.
2 into 8. Yes, go ahead. Because?
Sir, because 2 is a sir, because the ones place is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Yes. So in the number 84, 4 is in the ones place. And numbers that are divisible by 2 have what? 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 in the ones place. So 2 into 84 would go how many times?
42 times, sir.
So 42. Okay, so we have 2 here. So we know we can use 2 again. So 2 can go into 42 how many times?
21 times.
21 times. Can 2 go into 21?
No,
Yes,
sir.
we leave a remainder.
Okay, so it's not exactly divisible by 2. All right. So what do we need to use now?
Sir, the next prime number. 3, sir.
3.
Can 3 go into the 21?
Yes, sir.
7.
How do I know that 3 can go into the 21?
The
Sir,
sum
because the sum is divisible by 3.
Good. So 2 and 1 is 3 and 3 is divisible by 3. Exactly. So I'm going to use 3. 3 into 21 would go how many times?
7 times.
7 times. All right, cool. So can we continue with 3?
No, sir.
So what do I need to move on to?
The next
Next prime is what? 5?
Yes, sir.
But 5 can't work. So we go on to what? 7?
Yes, sir.
7 into 7, 1. So let's list the prime factors of 84. They would be what?
2
2.
times 2.
No. Just the prime factors alone.
Okay, 2, 3, and 7.
3 and 7.
7.
So these are the prime factors there.
Yes, sir.
What is 2? 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 in exponential form.
2 to the
2 to the third power times 3 to the
2 to the third
or 3
times or 3 squared.
Yes, sir.
What we call this little number again?
So the exponent.
It sits on the shoulder of the which number?
the base.
So
Okay. All right. What is the reciprocal of 16?
Sir, 1/6.
Okay. So we have 16
Just celebrate
multiplied by 1/16. Put this over 1. Remember that the reciprocal, when we multiply it by the
Yes,
number, we're supposed to get what? 1. 16 will cancel 16. 1 times 1. Numerator by numerator, 1. Denominator by denominator, 1. Any number divided by 1 remains the same. So any number multiplied by its reciprocal will give us what? 1. So what is the reciprocal of 16? The reciprocal is what?
1/6.
1/16. I think we have 2 more to go. All right. So what is 742.96 rounded to the nearest whole number? Anybody can answer.
Sir,
Go
you
ahead.
divide it by 100, sir.
Oh,
No,
divided.
multiply by 100, sir.
Nearest whole, rounded.
To the nearest.
All right, let's look at it. What place value? What is it to? What
Sir,
place is
1, sir. Or
okay?
unit.
1.
Ones. The 4 would be in what place?
Tens place.
All right, tens. And the 7?
Hundreds.
All right, so this is hundreds. All right, cool. The 9?
Tens place, sir.
Tenths. Is that a fraction?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have nine parts out of the 10. Okay. What about the 6?
Sir, 100.
Hundredths. So I have only 6 parts out of the 100. Now, which is the first whole number that you see there?
Sir,
742. For 2.
sir, 90.
2. This is the whole number, remember? And the decimals, the fractions are that to that side. So if
Yes,
if we are rounding to the nearest whole number, we need to look at 2. And then what do we have as a rule? Remember, we need to have a rounding up group and a rounding down group. If it's 5 or
more.
we round.
Up.
And if it is 4 or less, we round
Down.
All right, so here is the number that we're rounding to. What do we do? What does the rule say?
Sir, if the digit in the if the digit to the right
To the
is
right.
more
So what number is to the right? What number is to the right of the 2?
than 9.
9. Which group is this 9 going to fall in? Rounding down or rounding up?
Rounding up.
So what do we do now that we understand that we're going to round up?
So we're going to add 1 to the digit.
We're rounding. All right, so this is 4, 7, 4, and this becomes what?
3.
3,
Yes, sir.
0, 0.
Yes.
So 742.96 rounded to the nearest whole number would be what?
743.00.
No, but the 0, 0. We don't
So
need them.
743.
743. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. 15 bags of bulla. If I have that and each bag has a dozen, how many bullas in all do I have? What operation do I need to solve this?
Multiplication, sir.
Okay, that's repeated addition. So it would be 15 multiplied by the
12.
dozen. Ah, good. This is what they're testing for, to know if you to see if you know what a dozen is in numbers. And this would be what? 12.
12, sir.
So let's go slowly. 2 times 5 would be what? 10.
10.
Right, 0 carry 1. 2 ones, 2 and 1 what?
3.
3. Let's start. Make our cross that out so we don't mix it up. 1 times 5 would be what?
5.
5.
Good. And 1 times 1 would be what?
1.
Okay. Let's add 0, 8, 1. So we get a total of what?
180.
180. All right. Last question. Last question. A bag contains 12 balls. 4 are taken out. What fraction of the original amount remains? So,
Sir,
how many, what is it? What is the whole? What fraction represents the whole?
12, sir.
12 fraction?
No, sir.
Sir, 4.
No, no, no. 12 out of 12.
Yes.
These, good. So if I take out what? 4 out of the 12, what remains?
8. 8, sir.
8
8.
what? 8 what?
Over 12.
12.
Oh, 8 12s. So of the original amount, what fraction of the original amount remains? What remains?
8, 12.
8 12s. Can I reduce this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And
Sir, 4, sir.
4 into 8 would go?
2 times.
2 times.
And 4 into 12?
3 times.
3 times. So this would be what?
Thirds.
2/3.
2/3.
All right, guys, that's it for tonight. Thanks for joining. See you guys tomorrow.
Sir, are you having any meeting tomorrow?
We'll try to set up one for tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, see you.
Yes, sir.